I wanted to take some time in between the festive season and the new year to showcase this yarn and share a little bit of insight in my experience with an online virtual fibre community called the International Virtual Knit Nights that I've been a part of for quite a while now. First, I'm going to show you the red sack here, which has 4 years worth of advent calendars I've purchased from one of the makers in the community, which is After Hours Yarns. I'll insert an image that I took of the most recent year's advent, and then I'm going to pull this out, show a little bit of everything that is in this sack, because there is quite a bit. My intention with this has always been to use just the advent yarn paired with a plain neutral colour to make a garment. And I decided that 2023 is going to be the year to do it, which is what this package is over here. This is my neutral coloured yarn that I got from Wool Warehouse, and essentially I'm hoping that it doesn't clash with some of the colours that are in here, but because this is 4 years worth of a 12-day advent calendar each year, there's a lot of colours and tones. Still not decided on what I want to do. Well, I'm halfway decided on what I want to do. I want to do a cardigan. I want to do either a stripe or a 1-in-1 colour work style. I want long sleeves. I want long length, definitely tunic or longer, because let's be honest, we all love a bum hugger cardigan. I want a shawl collar style. The only thing I'm not settled on is the shaping on the shoulder area, whether I want raglan, or I might even look at it and say let's do the Irene Woods circular yoke cardigan. All of this beautiful colours of yarn. I think I will probably have a multicoloured dream coat going on, which has me excited. And I did a little play around earlier this week with all of the colours and laid them out in a nice pretty photo, which again I'll pop in. And it was just nice to sit with some chilled out music, hot chocolate, because this season is all about hot chocolate for me, and just show you all of these beautiful colours. Don't actually know if I could pick a favourite right now. I am quite liking the browns and kind of deep tonal earth tones, but then again you get some of the really fun bright ones that have all this intricate speckling and things going on. With it being a 12-day advent calendar and having 4 years worth of this advent, then I worked out I have at least 48 of the mini skeins. What I'm going to do is come up on designing it, put together the cardigan style if I don't use the circular yoke style, and I'm going to try and work out how much of each colour I need to do the kind of stripe through with the 1-in-1. Essentially what I want to do is start from where the underarm is if I'm doing a raglan, and then work up and work down to make sure that the stripe sequence matches on the raglan shaping. So the yarn that I purchased to complement this, I was looking at sort of the natural white or off-white, more beige looking yarns. And there was some that I liked the look of, but at the moment, budget wise, was just not feasible. Because I've already spent an amount of money on the advents here. And I opted not to go for an organza bag because I don't need it. I've got 3 empty ones sitting in my craft room already. So I've gone for some Drops Fable, which is a superwash. And these are superwash sock yarns. I think the colour was a pearl grey. They don't have it listed on here. It's colour 114. I'm sure it's stated on the website as pearl grey. It is white with a little bit of a kind of hint of soft grey, kind of marled through that. Very, very mild. The reason I went for the more grey white rather than the beige was due to these style of skeins here, and I figured that this colour would be less likely to clash with these tonal greys with speckle pops of colour. So I think it's enough of a contrast. That one definitely, I don't know how well it will show up with the white light, but that one is definitely a darker tone than this. That one's closer to it, but should be fine. I haven't decided what colour sequence I'm going for, whether I'm going to try and do this as a gradient style or just random boho chic, sort of pick it randomly out of a bag. Either way, I will have to number each of these to ensure that my striping sequence is kept in order, because essentially I'm going to have to split them down into 4. And not 4 evenly, because the body obviously takes up more yarn than the sleeves do. And what might end up happening is it might repeat. So because if I do the raglan style, the top of the shoulder is narrower, which means there's less of the colour used. And then further down I might have to repeat that colour. So that's why I'm thinking probably no sequence in particular and just go for a random look. But again, like some of my fellow members in the online community that I want to touch on as well in this video are probably super anxious, and the OCD is probably kicking in for some of them in regards to it has to have an order and it has to have a sequence. Let's look over what IVKN is. It's a subscription-based virtual meeting community which has 3 scheduled sessions a week, hosted by Phil and Eleni, who are in Greece, who will welcome you to join as often as you wish for a flat annual fee of €22. It was established in 2019 and originally was set up as a free community. But like most things, Zoom costs money and there's only so much a person can dip into their own pocket for a certain length of time. So it was agreed by the entire community that we would switch over to a subscription basis. Alongside the scheduled sessions, our hosts also run many fun events. We've had Eurovision parties, which our non-European members find intriguing, especially those who truly get into the Eurovision spirit and dress up. There have been bake-alongs, Halloween with costume competitions. We've had Netflix, watch parties, festive card swaps, secret Santas. It's all just a few. There's always something going on, whether Phil and Eleni organise for a session or whether members have meetups through travel or knitting show events. It's generally a laid-back atmosphere to meet people all over the world with many different interests, and to be able to pull on all of that knowledge within the group is just amazing. We have spinners, weavers, dyers, project bag makers, podcasters, people who do cross stitch, knit, crochet, and me with my knitting machine, slowly encouraging everyone to give it a go. I've tried spinning using help from some of the members and participated with Tour de Fleece one of the years. A team gets organised for any members who wish to participate, and Eleni always does design fantastic mascot artwork, which everyone agreed we needed the chance to purchase. And I have a tote bag from the year that I participated. In order to join, there is an introductory meeting with the hosts. During that meeting, you can learn more information, ask questions about the community. Mainly, this ensures that our hosts help maintain a safe and inclusive environment that does, of course, have some rules and guidelines. The group is on both Facebook and Instagram, which are private accounts where they post the updates required for each meeting session. I hope you enjoyed my little overview of the International Virtual Knit Night, or IVKN group, and whatever your predicament, whether you don't have a local knitting group or can't get out due to health, social or financial restrictions, I definitely encourage you to reach out with Phil and Eleni. Happy New Year, everyone! Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment, and until the next time, you've been watching Button Mouse, the Wee Machine Knitter.